you can call me Teacher Jack. So, reminder, I want everyone to listen, participate, and enjoy our discussion. Okay? So, to start, I want everyone to stand up and form a circle in the center because we will have a form a circle in the center. So our game is called I Believe with a Twist. So I think you're all familiar now with I Believe. And I have here a crumpled paper and each crumpled paper have a word written on it. So I will play a music and if the music will stop, the last student who have the crumpled paper will answer I believe 3 times about the word. Okay, okay, game? Yes, ma'am. To avoid bias, yun na. Yun lang. Ako. Okay. One, two, three, go. Miss Monte Alegre. The first word is
Education.
okay, education.
I believe we all need this. I believe this is our key to success, and I believe that I already said it. I believe that this is very essential.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Next, 1, 2, 3. Miss Mayaro. Okay, what's the word?
Teacher.
Teacher.
Kapag na lang. I believe it is important in our school. I believe that he is right there right now, and I believe that I will become one in the future.
Okay, next. Auntie Verhaina. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Paper. 3. Last
Goal, global.
I believe it's universe.
Okay.
Go.
I believe that this is for all. I believe that this is for
Everyone.
I believe this pertains to the universe. And this is global. Go back to your seat. Thank you for that enjoyable game. Okay, so in our game earlier, we mentioned 3 words. What are those? Okay, very good. So, before anything else, our topic today is about on becoming a global teacher. So, we will focus about what is global education, what are the 21st century learnings, and is there difference between global and global teacher. Okay? I have a question, and I will pick a name, and he will answer the question. So, first question, how
aspiring future educator, I will prepare myself to educate or for a challenging situation, such as I need to study hard as I am going to, or I am an aspiring future educator, and also I will be going to face the challenges that I am facing today for tomorrow. That's all.
Okay, thank you for that wonderful answer, Miss Aka. So as you prepare your learners, of course, as a teacher, you need to explore. Okay, explore what the future holds. And of course, being a teacher, you need to have that skills to innovation ways. You have the skills to teach diverse learners in their own cultural context. Okay, so now I will group you into three groups. Okay, count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so group 1, group 2, group 3. Group 1, group 1, okay na? Miss Rian, Group 2. Group 3. So inside that envelope have a jumbo letters. And all you need to do is to arrange it correctly. And at first na group na matatapos will have a prize. Okay?
Yeah!
So, alay. Kaya ka na okay na?
Yes, ma'am.
This can, nasa na iyo okay. 1, 2, 3, go! First group, okay. Group 3 is the winner. Sige, okay, everyone will have a prize. So, but the winner is group 3. So, I have here a handout, assign topic to each group, and you will brainstorm, read these handouts, and after that, you will present it. Okay? Global?
Yes.
Global Education Group 1, Group 2, Learning, and Group 3. Okay? Group 1, Group 2, I will give you 5 minutes to work on that activity.
education as a goal to develop countries worldwide, and it aims at educating all people in accordance with world standards. So, this means that in a global education, teachers are challenged to teach learners based on global standards or the quality standards agreed at different nations. So the second one, global education, is a curriculum that is international in scope and which prepares the youth around the world to function in one world environment under teachers who are intellectually, professionally, and humanistically prepared.
Thank you, Group 1. So the Group 1 discussed about global education. So what is a global education? So according to UNESCO, global education is as a goal to develop countries worldwide in will have the worldwide perspective rather. So global education is also an international curriculum that prepares the learners to be globally competent under the teachers who are intellectually, professionally, and humanistically prepared. Okay? So in addition, an UNESCO Education 2030 established a vision. So this vision is towards inclusive and equitable quality educational lifelong learning for all. So by 2030 daw dapat worldwide magkaadahin inclusive and equitable quality education na bugos na countries. Okay? And here, so, and Sustainable Development Goal, Australia and Kuan, targets it United Nations. Okay? So, meron ko nga 7 outcome targets that by 2030 dapat ma-achieve. First, we have the universal primary and secondary education. Here it is to ensure that all girls and boys have the complete and free access to primary and secondary education. Next, we have the early childhood development and universal pre-primary education. Here it is to ensure that all children have the early access to development and primary education para pagkada nila primary education ready na nila. And then equal access to technical, vocational, and higher education. Here is to ensure that all have the access affordable materials in technical, vocational, at tanan na university. And then relevant skills for this work. It is to increase the number of youths, the number of adults that have the relevant skills. Okay? What are those relevant skills? We have the technical skills and entrepreneur and a lot more. Okay? And then gender equality and inclusion. Here it is to eliminate the disparities of gender in education. Okay? Disparities means untreatment na era, and provide them equal access to education also. And then universal youth literacy and education for sustainable development and global citizenship. Here it is to ensure that all learners acquire knowledge and to be globally competent. So those are the 2037 outcome targets of SDG 4 that must have been achieved. Okay? So now, group 2, you may present.
Good morning, class. So, we assigned group 2 21st century learning goals. First, the 21st century content. So, the 21st century content, they are mainly challenges, which are the global awareness, financial, economics, business, and entrepreneurial literacy, and civic literacy, health, and environmental awareness. So, of course, we need these learning and thinking skills. In this, we should have a critical thinking and problem-solving skills, communication, creativity and innovation, collaboration, contextual learning, information and media literacy, and also ICT literacy, using a technology in the context of learning. So the students, we should need to know, to learn how to use a ICT. Then actually, we need, actually in the 21st century, as a student or kita, dapat maging technology literate kita. So that's it.
Okay, thank you, Group 2. So, the Group 2 discussed the basis or content of global education. So, we have three: the 21st century content, learning and thinking skills, and learning and thinking skills ay dapat critical thinking, problem solving, communication, mga innovation. So, kailangan yung mga skills kita ito. And then, ICT literacy. Of course, we talk about global, so naano kita technology. So, each of us needs to be technology literate. Okay? Very good, Group 2. So, before we proceed to Group 3, let us first define what is a global education. So, here, a global education is about diversity. Ano ka mo ng diversity?
Yes.
Magkakaiba-iba. So, global education is about the understanding the differences of different cultural groups and teaching the different cultures. So here, according to the sociologist Ken Roland Robertson, he suggests that replacing the concept of globalization to localization. Para ano? Para matanggal yung boundaries in globalization and localization. That's why tinatawag na yan na globalization. So, globalization, it is local culture which assigns meaning to global influences. Okay, I will give an example para mas maintindihan niyo. In education, in the Philippines, before, we don't have the K-12 program, right?
Yes.
And the other countries, they have the K-12 program. And having that K-12 program is having also the world standards for having a good quality education system. Okay? So that's why in Philippines gusto nila mag-compete globally. So gin-influence gyud nila ito na program. So that's why we have the K-12 program. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's proceed to Group 3. What is a global and local teacher? Start.
So hello, good morning everyone. So we are the Group 3 and the assigned topic to us is the global teacher and the global teacher. So a global teacher is a global teacher who is competent and armed with enough skills, appropriate attitude and universal values to teach learners at home or abroad. So to differentiate these two, global teacher and global teacher. So a global teacher is the one who teaches abroad, and a global teacher is a combination of a global and a local teacher, which is someone who thinks and acts both locally and globally. So global teacher, pwede siya mag-teach, he or she teaching in the communities, localities, towns, provinces, and regions where he or she is situated. So a global teacher, just remember that a global teacher is the combination of global and local teacher. That's all.
Okay, very good, Group 3. So, as what Miss teacher is the combination of a global teacher. Okay? So here. So a global teacher is someone who thinks and acts both locally and globally with worldwide perspective. So if you are a teacher teaching in the local isla provinces, but nag-act ka na think globally, you can also call a global teacher. So meaning, a global teacher is also a global teacher. Okay? That is competent and armed with enough skills, appropriate attitude, and universal values. So, gets?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So, yun. Think globally but act locally, or think local but act global. So, what's your thoughts? So, I have here a few questions to you. So, I will pick a name to answer this one. Okay? So, is there any difference between global and global teacher? Okay. Can I have Miss Agna?
So for me, there is no difference in global and local teacher because a global teacher is the one who teaches abroad, and the global teacher is, there are communities and in the far-flung areas and other communities in the locals which have or think globally. But may there
Okay, thank you, Miss Ada, for that answer. So next, as a future educator or teacher, what are your realization or learnings on becoming a global or local teacher? And are you ready to become one? Okay, Miss Borelis.
So as a future educator, so my realization, in order to become a global or local teacher, you have to possess competence and skills that will guide you to become an effective teacher. And I am ready to become a global or local teacher. Siyempre, makuha na mag-apply, labi na elementary education, makuha mag-apply, makuha makakuha ng item. So, makakuha nga niya kung bisa natin yung akot mga far-flung areas, kakaroon kong kumendo, at least teacher na.
Okay, let's have group 1. Why 21st century learning goals of SDG4 is important?
21st century learning goals of SDG 4 is very important in our educational system because through learning goals of SDG, we are able to acquire perhaps a quality education, not just a quality education but inclusive quality education for all. So it means that through the goals of SDG, we are guided that through education, we are going to make a change or perhaps and be a catalyst of change in our society, or not just in our society but in our country as a whole.
Okay, thank you very much. Now let's have the group 2. What is global or local teacher?
So once again, good morning everyone. So we assign in generalization what is global or local teachers. So we all know that every one of us all of us we have the right to become a teacher. So here, a global and local teacher must be skilled. You must be knowledgeable in teaching. So global and local teacher, which is global, must be a skilled teacher, and in local, like what I've said of earlier by Miss Berenes, local teachers must be assigned in far-flung areas, which is we need to face it. We need to take our responsibilities to teach children in that areas. So here, global teachers must be flexible and must have skills to teach. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 2. Now let's proceed to Group 3. Why is it important to be a global teacher?
So good morning once again. So we are assigned, so why it's important to be a global teacher. So as our group, we believe that it is very important to be a global teacher. As we all know, a global teacher is a competent and equipped with skills and characteristics to be able to teach the learners in its field. Of course, as a global teacher, we can deny the fact that nowadays, Filipino teachers are high in demand in abroad because we are competent and equipped with skills in terms of teaching their foreign nationalities.
Okay. Thank you, Group 3. Class, get 1/4 sheet of paper because it will have a quiz.
Mom, 1/4.
Yes, 1/4. 1/4. Yes, 1/4. Number 1 to 10. Adi, agda may dyan.
Agda. Your source now.
Ano, hindi ba ulit, diba? Di ba sa'yo din? 1 to 10. Yes po. Okay na? People at the back. Okay, so number 1. It is a goal to develop countries worldwide and is aimed at educating all people in accordance with world standards. A. Global education. B. Primary education. C. Global teacher. Yak niya ako pag okay. Okay na?
Okay na.
So number 2, it is a curriculum that is international in scope which prepares students around the world environment under teachers who are intellectually, professionally, and humanistically prepared. Their new goals, global education, or global teaching. Okay na? Number 1, makita ka niya. Number 2. Okay na, number 3 na. So, a competent teacher who is aimed with enough skills, appropriate attitude, and universal values to teach students. A. Global teacher. B. Traditional teacher. C. Elementary teacher. Okay na? Okay, number 4. To become a global teacher, you should be
Making the world better place for you and me.
class exchange paper. Right, corrected by. So, here's the answer.
Times 10.
Yes, times 10. Okay na? Okay.
Sana all.
So, Google, perfect score?
Okay lang.
Okay, very good.
Ako may dapo eating. Ako may dapo
Hello, nila ko lang.
Mama din, ma.
Wala na paper? Adding iyo assignment. Make an infographics about on becoming a global teacher will be submitted next. Okay?